Why was I not enough?
Let me tell y'all what really holds marriages together. Women just putting up with shit.
I remember laying in bed at night, asking myself if I could do this.
My 17-year marriage work all of these years is by compromising myself.
I knew my marriage wasn't going to work the night of my wedding.
Do not get married. Do not. If you want partnership, that's fine. If you want to be in a commitment, that is fine. If you want to have children, that's fantastic.
In today's video, we are listening to different women who openly shared why they regret getting married. Oh yes, you heard me. These are their personal stories and opinions. They may not represent every marriage, but they do raise important questions about relationship, expectations, and choosing the right partner. As you watch this video, I encourage you to keep an open mind. Yeah, I'll be back to share my thoughts.
I hate being married. I long for the day to be single again. The only thing that's causing me to stay and stick it out is because I've been a housewife for 10 years. And to get back out there in the workforce with a mental illness, there's some fears that I have. But I literally do hate being married. So y'all know how I say that I always use my content to push my pain into purpose, make y'all laugh. A lot of this pain is connected to my marriage. A lot of it. I just try my hardest not to put it out there, and I'm still not going to go into details. But just know that this shit is not fucking gold. And no matter how much I try, no matter what I do, at the end of the day, I still just want the out. I want to be single. I know I can love myself better alone than anybody can love me with them. I love who I am, but I do not love who I am with this person. I hate being married. And on my life, once this is over, I would never get married again.
What's your biggest regret in life?
Married.
What about it?
You have teeth bite at.
Tell me about the teeth.
Betrayal, everything.
What advice do you have for people that, is kind of seeking to get married right now? What would you say to them?
Seek God.
Well, let me ask you, are you divorced?
No.
Okay, so there was a breakdown in your marriage, that's what you're saying?
Yes.
Are you comfortable saying what caused that breakdown? What's one of the things that you're most proud of that brought you to the place that you're at right now?
Christ.
What's your name?
Toya.
Thank you for sharing, I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
It's just not worth it dealing with someone else every single day of your life. Every day. Every day you gotta deal with somebody. Is marriage even worth it? It's not. It's not. At some point you're gonna realize that it's always best to just be alone. Because I've been married for about 7 years and I don't even know if this is worth it. And not saying that there's anything necessarily wrong. There's nothing wrong, and that's the point. I don't even know why I'm upset. I'm just, not thinking that I made the right decision. And I have a good man. I do. And that's not the point. The point is, it's you really do lose yourself. You lose your sense of individuality. You lose your sense of peace. And this could be even to a good man. You're gonna lose something, and I don't think it's worth it. At all. I've always had a dream of, getting out of my hometown, city, and moving on, moving forward. Life is supposed to be experience. We're supposed to be doing new things, and traveling, and all that, and I do all of that. But at some point, I don't know if I want to continue doing this every single day of my life. Always checking in with someone, always having to consider their feelings, it's always somebody else. You're never alone. You never have a moment to yourself. You never can do that. And I don't know, and there's gonna be some bitches out there that say, oh no, you should not. No, be weird and not a real ass couple. But I really want girls to know, even if it's absolutely worth it, I don't think it is. Even if you found the most perfect man, it's not worth it. It's not, it's always gonna be best to just, be alone. And maybe that's why so many men tell older women they're gonna die alone and be so sad. I'm sad with a great man. Maybe it's just, not my personality. And, I know girls are out there that dying for a relationship like mine. He takes care of me, but I'm sorry,
The main reason why I don't want to be married anymore is because The way that I've been able to make my 17-year marriage work all of these years is by compromising myself. Compromising what I think, compromising about what I value, compromise what I want, compromise the type of relationship that I want to have. Everything has been a compromise, but the compromise has been on my part. Me adjusting, changing, doing things differently to please my partner and to make the family as a whole work. And I just know that it's just not the right thing to do anymore. But on the other hand, it's really scary thinking that I'm going to be 52 years old out there living by myself with my kids, trying to make it in this economy. I don't have an education. I never went to school. I didn't have a career or anything like that. There was no plan B. This was always the plan. Be married, stay married, raise a family, and just stay together and make it work to the end. I'm taking a huge risk, and sometimes I question whether it's the right thing to do. But I know the reason why I'm questioning is because I'm so used to compromising myself. I'm so used to putting myself last. I'm so used to just making myself disappear so I can be in these roles, wife, mother, whatever, and somehow hopefully make other people happy, and that'll be my life. But that's not the right way to live. I want to find a different way of living. And I have a lot of regret that I've waited so long and I'm doing it now at 52. I don't have youth. I don't have, all of the optimism. I don't have years and years in front of me. I don't really even have the time to kind of wait on it or waste. I don't have a ton of time. If I don't do it now, when will I ever do it? When will I ever be comfortable in my own skin? When will I ever feel proud and happy and like myself? When will I ever be in a situation like that again, unless I go out there and try to take it for myself? It's pretty scary, but I have a feeling that it's going to be worth it. I think it's going to be worth it.
The video where I say that marriage is not beneficial to women, I've had a couple women come and say, well, it's beneficial to me because I don't pay bills. You think it's beneficial, but it's still not. The only way him paying all the bills is beneficial is if he can afford to pay somebody to cook and clean.
Instead of you rushing to get married, I'm breathing hard because I just left the gym. Instead of you rushing to get married just to say you got a man, educate yourself on narcissism, get your money up, make sure you got your shit together. And I'm saying that because as I am walking through my own process and I've done all of my crying behind that narcissistic ass cokehead man that I married, I am seeing that women are in a hellhole because and I'm not victim blaming, but understand, they 9 times out of 10 were sold on the dream that is your end all be all. That is not the case no more. Get your shit together before you get married. We cannot depend on these no more. Educate yourself on narcissism because that is not an easy thing to navigate through. That's why I speak on that. Excuse me. Because y'all take that play. You take it for play and you don't understand how demonic and nasty these folks are. I'm not even going to tell y'all what the fuck I got going on right now because, again, I know that I got eyes watching me. That's what they do. Y'all talking about men don't stalk. Yes, them bitches do. You have to educate yourself, have your own bag together. Women are out here struggling. It is excruciating to come back from dealing with these men. I was minimally affected. The only thing that bitch did was empty out off a savings account. I can tell you that. That's the only thing that he really did that I'm like, now I gotta work hard to rebuild that shit while keeping up bills and all that. To be honest, I ain't even worried about no savings account right now. I am focusing on keeping myself afloat. There's so many women that cannot do that because that man f them over so bad. Getting married, get your bag together, know what the fuck you dealing with, and understand every aspect of narcissism you can, so you can play that bitch better than he played you. That's it.
You know what, ladies? Go ahead and get married. Get married, get it out your system. That way you can see what the hype is all about. Like, go ahead, because y'all want it so bad. Y'all are fighting so hard to be domestic servants. Y'all want to be, I don't know what it is you think that marriage is going to provide you outside of the contractual benefits. You ain't going to live as long. You're not going to be as happy. You're not going to be as healthy. But if you want it so bad, do it. Just do it. Then you can stop with the fantasy of it all. Then you can stop wondering what you're missing out on. Then you can stop chasing it and you can realize it's not what it's cracked up to be. Get it out your system. Go ahead, give yourself about 5 years, maybe 7 years max. Feel it, understand, and then be done. Be done. Now there's no more hype about it. Now there's no more curiosity about it. Now you don't have to live your life longing for something. Do it. Get it out your system. I don't want to hear nothing else about it. I don't want to hear no more complaints. Because it's what it is a lot of y'all get married and realize that what people have been telling y'all, and now you stuck. And now you're in it. And now you're like, dang, I can't even go against the system because this is something that I begged for. This is something that I prayed for. So go ahead, do it. Do it. Do it. Let us know how you like it. Be honest though, because most of y'all are lying. Most of y'all are lying about how you feel about that marriage and that man. But go ahead, get it out your system. Go ahead. The reality is, marriage benefits men, but divorce benefits women. Yes, alimony, spousal support, but let's be honest, how many of y'all are actually dealing with men that are affording you this lifestyle already so that when the divorce happens, now he owes you this? Y'all aren't. Y'all aren't. Y'all are begging to be married to some of the worst people. All it is just to validate the decisions you made to have that man's kids or to move that man in and to do certain things for him. So the validation for you is, let me at least get a ring? No, good luck. Good luck.
Y'all want to know something funny? I knew my marriage wasn't going to work the night of my wedding. Granted, I knew it wasn't going to work before then, but I knew 100% it wasn't going to work the night of my wedding because the night of my wedding night, y'all, instead of sleeping in the bed with him, I slept in the bed with my sister, Alex, who was my maid of honor, right? So there's a lot more that goes into that story. But yeah, lo and behold, exactly 1 year later, we were separated. And exactly 1 year and 1 day after that, we were divorced. Well, always listen to your gut, y'all.
You either gonna have standards or you gonna have a man. But you ain't gonna have both.
When I was younger, and I used to see people in my family, or just people in general, have these 20, 30, 40-year marriages, right? When I was younger, I used to be like, wow, I want something like that. Like, I want to be so in love with somebody that I'm with them for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, and we die together. I used to think that what held marriages together for that long was true love. And of course, communication, understanding, sacrifice, all those things. Let me tell y'all what really holds marriages together. Women just putting up with shit. That's all it is. When you understand that all it takes to keep a man is for you to constantly be forgiving bullshit and constantly be like, oh, okay, I don't want to lose him, so I'm gonna forgive this, I'm gonna forgive that. That's all a long marriage is just a woman constantly putting up with it. That's all it is. You not leaving him because he did this, and that's all a long-term marriage is. And that's why when these dumb men be in my comments talking about, you're gonna be single forever, you're gonna die alone, you're gonna die with your cats, I'd be like, good for me, good for me. If the alternative is having to put up with you, good for me. Like, keeping a man is not an achievement. Keeping a man low-key be sometimes a failure for a lot of y'all. I'm just saying it.
I think one of the biggest regrets in marriage for me is that I wished I'd picked a man that had friends. Because a man without friends is practicing friendship on you, is practicing loyalty. And I'm not talking about having siblings because they all drank from the same well. I'm talking about having other men in his life that he has relationship with, that are standard bearers, that hold him accountable, that he can lean on and be vulnerable with. If he doesn't have that already, then he's practicing with you. Because we might think that in that moment when he shares, oh, this is the first time that I've ever been able to be vulnerable and open with anyone, is a flex. I think it's more like a warning sign. Because the minute that there is any tension and conflict, guess what? He is closing down. He is shutting down shop. Because he hasn't developed the emotional bandwidth or the relationship muscle required for healthy coupling. And again, I'm not talking about familial relationships because they are fraught with all kinds of obligations. And so where he may show up for his family does not mean that he will show up for you.
My marriage was over long before it ended. And I remember laying in bed at night asking myself if I could do this just 10 more years, just so the kids were done with school. Talking myself down every night and talking myself up every morning that I could do it for them. I could suck it up for them. I could keep their world together, keep their childhood the same. I could sacrifice my happiness, continue to feel like I was a shell of myself for the sake of my kids and for the way that my life looked on paper, because on paper it was picture perfect. I was a nurse practitioner, he was the cop, he lived in a nice neighborhood, had the nice house, 2 beautiful kids, 1 boy, 1 girl. But every night when I laid in bed, I wondered how much longer I could do this for. If I could make it through another day of pretending everything was fine. That I was fine being mom and dad and bill payer and housekeeper and secretary for schedules doctor's appointments, childcare, school events. And my resentment grew every day. There was a lot of other stuff. There was a lot of other things that were not okay, that were done. And I don't know if I'll ever speak on those for the sake of preserving the image of my kid's other parent, for them, not for any other reason. I don't know if I will share that one day. I haven't really unpacked all of that. But something happened that I couldn't anymore. I couldn't pretend anymore. A lot of things happened that I couldn't pretend anymore, but there was one event that I couldn't share a home anymore with the person I thought I was going to spend my life with. Someone that I knew since I was 14. And so I say all of this to say, if you find yourself in a similar position, you're not alone. You are so not alone in wondering how much longer you can do this, how much more you can put up with, how you'll ever make it through, that it just seems so much easier to stay, that how are you going to afford it? How are you going to, it all seems impossible and so overwhelming. But the only thing that I can say is once you start, you figure it out. There is another side, there is a breakthrough, and you just do it. It's not easy. It's not easy by any means. It is not, especially when there's little hearts involved. It's not easy. But one thing that I will say is I'm finding myself again, and I'm not the person that I became in my marriage or what I thought was left of me. And it's taking a lot of time to deconstruct the image of what I thought my life was going to be, both in my own work and in therapy. It's a lot, but it's so worth it because I'm happy. My kids see me happy. They get the energetic, full of life mom that loves to do things with them and loves to have fun, instead of a body just existing.
Hearing these women speak is heartbreaking because you can genuinely feel the pain behind their words. Their experiences remind us that marriage is a serious commitment. It's not for jokers. At the same time, I don't believe that this means that marriage itself is a mistake. No. There are many couples who have healthy, loving, and fulfilling marriage. Both realities exist. Quite sure. Now I tell you this. Take time to know the person you are committed to. Pay close attention to character, values, communication, respect, and how conflicts are handled. It's very, very necessary that you know all this about the person you are planning to settle down with. In marriage, love alone is not enough. It's never enough. Please, for your own sanity and for your own peace of mind, don't allow anybody to convince you to be a housewife. Make sure you have your own money. There's this kind of peace, inner peace you get when you have your own source of income, when you have your own money. Because when reality hits, it's going to hit you very hard. And for those who have gone through painful marriages, their stories deserve compassion, not judgment. And for those who hope to get married one day, let these other people's experience be a reminder for you to make a good decision. Yeah, because we learn from other people's mistake. You learn from other people's experience. You don't necessarily have to wait for the thing to happen to you before you learn. So yeah, that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.